Fertility Specialist, Sudha Hospital, Banjara Hills, Hyderabad. So today we are going to talk about what kind of nutrients or what kind of food that is good for fertility. So let me tell everybody that there is not one particular kind of diet or food that helps in fertility. It is a balanced diet including a lot of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds that improves your overall health and, of course, fertility. But to help everyone understand what kind of food we need to include, let me go into the details. The food needs to be rich in folic acid, iron, vitamin C, D, E, and rich in omega-3 fatty acids, rich in vitamin B6. These are some of the things that we need to incorporate in our daily diet to be able to have a good fertility and balanced and an overall good health as well. So let's discuss each thing. Iron, folic acid. Let's start with folic acid. So it is very important to incorporate folic acid in our diet for better cell growth and cell development. Spinach, green leafy vegetables, lentils. These are some of the foods that are rich in folic acid. Coming to iron, we all know it is very important. It helps in oxygen carrying in the body. Iron-rich foods like again spinach, dates, pomegranate, all this helps in increasing the iron intake. Vitamin C, present in most of the citrus fruits, helps in immunity and helps in sperm motility and so it's also important to it also helps in iron absorption. Next, coming to vitamin D. So vitamin D helps in bone health and immune function. Vitamin D is present in milk and milk products, uh, curd, milk, paneer. These are all the things that are very rich in vitamin D when it comes to food. And incorporating all this in your daily diet would help you in your fertility and overall health as well. E, vitamin E, all these are antioxidants also that help in fertility. That includes even vitamin E, which helps in even sperm motility. Almonds, broccoli, avocado, these are some of the foods that are rich in vitamin E. Coming to omega-3 fatty acids, again, walnuts are very rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and incorporating even just a handful of walnuts in your diet helps in fertility and sperm quality and motility as well. Vitamin B6 also very important to for hormonal health, and this is seen. This is most of vitamin B6. Bananas are have a very good content of vitamin B6. Spinach. These help in again, like I said, hormone to keep the hormones balanced in the body and even in your overall health. These are some of the foods that we need to take to have a healthy, balanced diet. Alongside, it's not just balanced diet. We also need to understand what we need to avoid. So we need to avoid definitely, alcohol. Stop smoking. Caffeine intake should be reduced. Added sugars need to be in control. Red processed meat is what is not healthy for fertility. These are some of the things that you need to understand. When it comes to carbohydrates, low glycemic index carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates is what we are looking at, like brown rice, oats, beans, legumes, dal, carrot, fruits. All these are low glycemic index foods. All these are something we need to incorporate in our diet. alongside, it's not just diet, but regular exercise, adequate sleep, enough hydration, drinking of about at least 2 to 3 liters of water every day has it is of paramount importance that we do all this alongside just having a healthy diet is not enough. And keeping your weight optimum is another you know important factor that we need to keep in mind. Before all this, we need to check our hormone levels in the body, like the thyroid, and we need to check our sugar levels, prolactin. These also should be under control for fertility. And if the tests need to be done, if they are rearranged, some simple medicines can help you bring back these hormones and sugar levels within the normal range, and that also boosts fertility. So this is all that I wanted to tell about the foods and the nutrients that help in increasing our fertility. Any questions, please? So there is, like I already said, there is not one single food that helps in fertility per se. To add more of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds helps in fertility. Fruits which include, citrus fruits, bananas, apples, vegetables like uh, green leafy vegetables and tomatoes. These all help again in increasing your fertility. Walnuts is a very good source of omega-3 fatty acids and helps, the other seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, all these help in fertility. Uh, these are something, and to keep yourself hydrated. All this helps in fertility. So a balanced diet is what we are looking at for you. Not only a balanced diet, but regularly and irregular periods. It could be because of obesity, but we need to understand why are you having irregular periods. Like I already said, thyroid and certain hormone tests need to be done. A scan needs to be performed to understand, any other issue is there with you, and accordingly proceed for fertility. So when it comes to smoking, quitting smoking is of paramount importance. And once you quit smoking, within about 2 3 months, maybe things may improve. Antioxidants is what you need to add in the diet, in the form even medicines that you can. Vitamin E, foods that increase that have more of vitamin E, like almonds, broccoli, avocado, is something that you need to add to detoxify the effects of smoking if possible. And when it comes to low sperm count, we need to understand how these hormone levels are. Accordingly, there are injections that can increase the sperm count. We also need to know how much is the low count that you are referring to. Accordingly, treatments can be given. And with respect to diet, I think I've already told you. So when she's always tired and weak, again we need to do some blood tests to figure out whether is it just diet or any other issue is there. Iron, protein rich diet would help her, you know, be more active. So what kind of foods that increase iron, protein, that I've already told, like beetroot, pomegranate, dates, dals, pulses, the rajma and chana, chole. All this has paneer, has very good protein and iron content. So these should be added in her diet. So if you have frozen egg and sperm, it must be in the embryo that is frozen. Now that the embryo is frozen, most of the work is more or less done, so you need to go for a transfer. So even for the transfer, we need to have adequate, intrauterine milieu for that embryo to implant. So that's where a healthy diet would play a role, and definitely cut down on the caffeine intake to about maybe 1 or 2 cups per day, and even that also should be further reduced. And herbal teas, which include maybe tulsi and certain other herbal cloves and everything they add. So those herbal teas are a substitute for you. So you can try these and talk to your fertility specialist and plan for a transfer of the embryo. Folic acid is definitely important for pregnancy. Not only for pregnancy, it is important for the cell growth and development. Um, Folic acid deficiency can cause neural tube defects in the babies and may cause miscarriages as well. Um, Healthy diet, if you're very confident, then that is more than sufficient. But if that is the balanced healthy diet is something that you cannot maintain for over a prolonged period of time, then multivitamins would help you in a short duration to have adequate and maximize your benefits. Junk food is something we absolutely need to avoid. Uh, uh, to boost our fertility. Instead, oily, spicy food also is better avoided. It is better to convert to homemade food with, which is more of a balanced diet, including fruits, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. This is what we're looking at. There is no food particularly to avoid apart from what we've already discussed. Um, Pineapple and papaya is for the longest time everybody says try to avoid, though there's no literature supporting the same, but yeah, we all do tell you to avoid pineapple and papaya during pregnancy. Oily, spicy food definitely needs to be avoided, not just for fertility. It can cause acidity, it can, um, you know, impair your general health as well. Homemade food is advised for at least most of the days in a week, and junk food, outside food definitely needs to be avoided. Try to incorporate more of fruits, nuts, seeds, and vegetables, like I already said. Dry fruits definitely help in increasing the fertility rate. Some of them are antioxidants, some of them have high omega 3 fatty acids, some of them are rich sources of vitamin E, and these definitely improve fertility. Non eating non-veg wouldn't really affect fertility. Red processed meat is something we actually need to avoid, and fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, like I've been telling you, is very good for fertility. High protein and iron rich diet as well. And I've already mentioned what are the foods that contain these elements in maximum amounts. Thank you.